Extrication competition. We've got a live demonstration set up for you here, an accident vehicle. I'm going to be the victim. We've even got a camera mounted right inside the car so you can see all the action inside and outside. Right now, Coral Gables firefighters are getting ready. We're going to do this live in just a few. Stay tuned.
Classroom controversy covered.
I'm Todd Tongen, live in Coral Gables with the International Extrication Competition. Coral Gables firefighters are going to show us some of these innovative tools they use, like, for instance, this air chisel. They've also got a hydraulic ram, an air chisel, a glass master, which used to cut out the windshield, and, of course, the Sawzall. This is the spreader, the jaws of life. That's about 30,000 pounds of closing pressure. Stay tuned. We're going to show you how this stuff works in a minute.
And now home in Lincoln Mercury Pines. Tonight, firefighters from all over the world are in Coral Gables showing off their skills.
And as you can see, Todd Tongen in the 10 taxi are right in the middle of things. Hi, Todd.
Well, thank goodness I'm not in the 10 taxi because it doesn't have an airbag. This car did have an airbag. And, you know, it's amazing what I've learned here at the International Extrication Competition. I found out that these cars are designed to crumple like this. And so there has been a lot more extrications in the past years because this car is supposed to crumple. That way the car takes the impact and you don't take the impact. This competition has been going on for 16 years. It's in Coral Gables for the first time. They're hosting it, and it's a big deal. 25 of the finest rescue teams from around the world are in Coral Gables for the competition. And over the next several days, they will encounter a variety of extrication scenarios.
Each team is exposed to 2 scenarios. They all have 20 minutes in which to complete those scenarios and free the mannequin. In this case, we're going to use you. You put your trust in us.
The dummy?
To do that safely. I wouldn't say that, Todd. You know that.
That's right. I'll be inside that accident vehicle. I've given up the wheel of the 10 taxi and put my trust in the Coral Gables Fire Rescue Team.
Anybody have any kind of ideas what type of injuries you expect this guy to have based on what you know about the collision and a little bit you know about what his vitals were?
This is not only a competition, it's a learning symposium. Trauma surgeons can diagnose a patient much quicker if they know the type of impact they sustained. This may be a competitive event, but it's that pride and drive that has helped save so many lives.
When we first became involved in the late 80s, our average extrication time was equal with the nation's, and that was about 60 minutes. Now in the city of Coral Gables, our average extrication time is 20 minutes.
Now in our live demonstration, the firefighters have already stabilized the car so it won't move by putting Bloxbond chocks behind the wheel. They covered me with this sheet so that they can protect me as they break out all the glass inside the vehicle. They've already put one firefighter inside the vehicle who's going to be talking to me in my ear, explaining everything that's happening so that I don't do anything to further injure myself because I'm scared because of all the noises of the power tools, etc. Now, normally this only takes about 20 minutes. All right, guys? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, normally this will take about 20 minutes for them to get them out of a car, but they never know what type of scenario they're going to encounter. So when we come back, we're going to show you just exactly how they're going to get me, and I'm pretty big, out of this little car. Todd Tongen, Channel 10 Eyewitness News.
That'll be interesting to see.
Filing it live. Extrication experts try their skills on our own. Todd Tongen.
Eyewitness News.
I'm Todd Tongen, live in Coral Gables. The International Extrication Competition is underway. Stay tuned. Our live demonstration continues. Tongen gave us a preview of the International Extrication Competition that's going on in Coral Gables.
Tonight, he's agreed to let the skilled firefighters get him out of harm's way. Right, Todd?
That's right, Christy and Doug. Actually, right now, they've got to put this, what I think is called a C-collar on, just in case I have some sort of a neck injury. They've already stabilized the car, which means they put chocks underneath the wheels, etc., so that the car's not going to move. They're using a Sawzall and also a cutter to try and cut me out of the car. They can't get me out of the car, out of one of the doors, because it's up against a cement abutment and also an FPL transformer on this side. They've already determined the transformer isn't energized, so what they're going to have to do is literally saw the roof off and pull me out the back, straight out the back, because they fear that I might have a back injury, and so rather than do any more injury to me or cause any more trauma, they're going to try and take me out of here as straight as possible on a stretcher board. Now, one man has been assigned to just strictly talk to me, to talk me through this process. He's going to tell me what's going on throughout the back to St. Jackson Memorial or another trauma center so that they'll know what kind of trauma victim they've got coming in. Now, they've also got one commander. He's going to be out there calling the shots. 3 rescuers doing their best as quickly as they can to saw the roof off so that they can pull the roof off. They've already busted all the glass out and they've stabilized me. So at this point, it's just a matter of letting this equipment do its work and the rescuers as well. Now, the cutters that you see here, that thing's got about 60,000 pounds of cutting power. It can cut literally anything in this car or on this car. It's really been an amazing innovation in the art of extrication, if you will. That and also what a lot of people consider the jaws of life, which is really a brand name, but it's called a spreader. That allows them to spread things. They also have a hydraulic ram, which allows them to go ahead and spread things or push things off of me. Now that they've cut the roof off, they're going to pull it off, and as you can see, it's cleanly cut, and all of a sudden, I'm driving a convertible. Stay where you are because we're going to continue with this demonstration. It's not over with. It's not just the technical portion of cutting me out of the car, but now the medical portion begins in getting me out of this car safely. Todd Tongen, Channel 10, Eyewitness News.
To see what those men and women do every day.
Oh, amazing. I wish they used my fan, though, so I could get a brand new one. Just an idea I
Always
had.
thinking ahead, right? That's Eyewitness News at 5:30.
Live in Coral Gables, and our extrication simulation continues. They determined they need to take the steering wheel off in order to get me out. Stay tuned. We're going to finish this up and also talk a little bit about the medical portion of extrication and rescue when Eyewitness News continues.
Seeing for the past hour or so, firefighters from all over the country are in a kind of life-saving race.
And as usual, Todd Tongen has managed to find himself right in the middle of it. Todd?
That's right, Dwight and Diana. It's a race against time. Our live extrication continues with the medical portion.
Also, Don knows.
Okay, thank you. You know, at 5 o'clock, Todd Tongen gave us a preview of the International Extrication Competition in Coral Gables.
Yeah, lucky for him, some firefighters are close by to help him get out of a rather tight squeeze. Right, Todd?
That's right, Diane. In fact, they've already cut the roof off of this car and the steering wheel, put me on a backboard, and now they're about to lift me and try and get me in the rescue vehicle. The idea is to get me out of the car within 15 minutes and to the trauma center within that golden hour. They've got the C-collar on me already. They've asked me questions like to determine my injuries, and now they're going to pull me out of the car and put me on the stretcher. Now, this competition's been going for 16 years, and as you know, extrications are becoming more and more common every day with the safety features involved with automobiles these days. And so this type of training and this type of competition is crucial for these guys to lower the amount of time it takes them to get an accident victim out of the car and onto a stretcher and into a rescue unit on his way to St. Jackson Memorial Hospital. By the way, this competition is open to the public. It's at the Biltmore Hotel. We'll be here for the next several days. It's very interesting. They got 60 cars they're going to be extricating people from in all sorts of different scenarios, and the public's welcome to come. Live in Coral Gables, Todd Tongen, Channel 10, Eyewitness News.
He's a good patient.
You can appreciate what those guys
Incredible work. That's right.
Up next in